this here portion of Live 55 just because I'm anticipating at any moment, at any given moment in time, to just see a friggin' wreck in front of me. And whether or not I'd be able to avoid it when it happens, we'll see. But, man, I don't know. People are just freaking clueless. There's just a lot of clueless people out there. A lot of just dumb, stupid people out there driving around. Yeah, and then, you know, on top of that, or maybe underneath it, you got, you know, well, the younger class who just, I guess, figures that any stretch of open freeway is a good place to freaking test the performance aspects of your car. So you got guys racing each other, and then a motorcycle racing the cars like just a minute ago, and you know, there's definitely a level of dumb, stupidity to that too. But I'm talking about just the dumb, stupid people who just like do stupid, dumb things while they're driving for like no reason whatsoever, and completely ignorant to the fact that there's anybody else out, you know, in the world other than them. Completely clueless and ignorant to anybody else who's driving around or among them, and just do stupid stuff, you know, like deciding that an expressway at 40 miles an hour is a good place to be lost and to figure out where you need to go in the middle of the lanes of traffic. Like, you know, it's 40 miles an hour, you got a big truck behind you, got a bunch of cars behind that truck, and since you don't know where your turn is, you're just going to go ahead and lay onto your brakes at every intersection that might be your turn, whether it is or not, and trying to figure it out because you don't want to take the freaking time, and you're that impatient to go pull off into a parking lot or someplace out of the lanes of traffic and then figure out where it is that you need to go. So you're going to go ahead and just lay into your brakes at every you know, possible, you know, place where you might be going because you don't know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those kind of people. I'm talking about the kind of people who see a wreck, whether it be on the same side of the freeway or the other side of the freeway as you, and decide that their lives will be completely empty the rest of their day. Well, they won't be able to make it through the rest of their day, and the rest of their lives will be just empty and meaningless unless they slam on their brakes as soon as they're passing the accident to get a better look, to see what's really going on, because you know, like, they have the power of Jesus in their eyes. And so if they get sight of the damage and the wrecked vehicles, you know, and the people being worked on and life support, you know, if you know, once they get their eyeballs on them, it's all going to be better now, right, or something, right? Or they're not going to be able to get through their lives, you know, without stopping, slamming on the brakes, trying to get through it, and just looking, just to look, and not only like, and actually leaning forward in the seat because they can't get a direct line unless they do look forward in the seat, and make it even more dangerous for them to be slamming on their brakes to get a better look, you know? Like, so now they're not only looking at the wreck to the back left of them, now they're not looking towards the forward of them, to the front where they're actually headed, right? I'm talking about those kind of people, you know? I'm talking about the kind of people who, yeah, let's see, geez, I at least saw 2 of those happen today, and the one I just went past, the accident was in the left lanes in the direction of travel that we were in, on our side of the freeway, The one earlier today was on the completely opposite side of the freeway. And this just ignorant, obese, dumb, airheaded woman driving this little stupid car in the fast lane decides to just slow everything down so she could see what was going on the other side of the freeway while there was, where there was a wreck. Like she had to just lay into her brakes in the fast lane in front of everybody so she could get a better look-see. I mean, it's just amazing. It's absolutely incredible. Like, don't people understand, like, it's not gonna like make your day go smoother, or you know what, maybe you have now you have a story to talk about later to somebody that you saw the wreck, but you know what, by the time you get home you're gonna have seen something else that will spark your interest in your short-term freaking memory, and you'll and the whole scene and the accent will completely get forgotten, and you'll never talk about it to anybody ever again anyways. So just don't fucking look. Just look straight ahead of you in the direction that you're headed, and keep in mind the fact that there are people behind you that are, if you do something unexpected and unpredictable, might just smash into you too. You know, it's incredible. You know, or the people who will decide. When there's a big, like 10 seconds of rain ahead of you, in order to avoid an accident, slam on your brakes as you go through the rain, and thereby cause a bigger wreck behind you, right? So in order to avoid a wreck and avoid, a crash, you do something that causes a crash, all because of something that you did, where if you hadn't have done that, everything probably would have been just fine. There would have been no wreck at all. But while you try to avoid a wreck, you cause a wreck because you're too chicken shit just to go through about 10 seconds worth of rain that before you entered it, you could see everything was clear. Just because a little rain got on your windshield, right? And you couldn't manage to, have the capacity of memory and thought that, that whatever you saw before you went into the rain was probably still going to be the way it was after you got out of the rain. Not even 10 seconds, maybe like 5 seconds of rain on your windshield. Not even that. So yeah, I'm talking about those kind of people. It's just dumb, stupid, dumb drivers out there. Just senseless. Who do things, or the kind of person who is in, the third of 5 lanes of travel, or maybe even the fourth of 5 lanes of travel, going at 70 miles an hour, realizes that their exit they're about to miss their exit, and so they slam on their brakes, right? And weave across all the lanes of traffic so they can get over, instead of just missing it and going up to the next one and turning back around because they're that dumb and impatient and unreasonable and irresponsible. I don't know. It just blows me away. It's incredible. And this is not something that's Florida related. It's not that I'm saying Floridians are that way, but boy, I've seen a hell of a lot of it today. A hell of a lot of it. Up and down, north and southbound 95, between Jacksonville and Miami. People are fucking dumb. I don't know. Something's in the water out here. Maybe it's all the freaking Coke babies or something. I don't know. All the crack babies. I don't know. Oh, jeez, man. People are just freaking dumb and stupid, ignorant, unreasonable, simple-minded. and just unaware. It's crazy. Yep. It's absolutely amazing. Yep. I know this is a national syndrome. I do know that. It's not just Florida. It's like everywhere. But that's what I'm saying. Something's wrong, man. Something's really, really wrong with you. Yeah. You know, and then, oh yeah, the other kind of one I'm talking to is, the duplex mover, right? Who's like moving from one duplex to the other, 10 miles from this side of town to the other, and packs his minivan to the freaking teeth. Just loads the crap out of it, right? Shit on the fucking roof. The back of the van's so full you can't close the rear hatch. So it's bungee corded, springing all over the place. The rear shocks are just compressed all the way down, so it's basically riding on the frickin' frame. And, one tire's, less inflated than the other, and the hubcap's half on, And they hop on the freaking freeway to go 5 or 10 miles and do 40 miles an hour. Right? And that wouldn't be so bad, because really, trucks have to do 40 miles an hour sometimes. You're just too heavy. But put your fucking emergency flashers on, people, especially if it's dark out. I mean, do it in daytime too, but especially if it's at nighttime, put on your freaking flashers. Because otherwise, somebody going 70 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour, or hell, in this case, 100 miles an hour with the way people fucking race up and down this stretch of fucking freeway. At 100 miles an hour, they're gonna slam into you at 60 miles an hour because you fucking didn't want to put on, or you're too senseless or irresponsible or ignorant or unaware to put on your freaking emergency flashers. Seriously, it's just a button. It's not against the law to do it. So figure it out. I don't know. Seriously, people. And I don't mean you. I mean the other guy, of course. I'm not talking about you who's watching this video, because I know whoever may be watching it is definitely not the person I'm talking about. Of course not. Like myself, I'm sure I've done some stupid, dumb, ignorant, senseless, irresponsible things driving too. I know I have. But, man, it just seems out of control out here. So there goes my vent, and geez, yeah, that feels better. It almost feels like I'm talking to somebody, but I know I'm not. So whatever. Yep. It's just one of those days, man. Ever since I started this shift today, it's just been like the frequency of the stupidity that I've been seeing today on the road. It's just unparalleled. It's unprecedented. I've never seen it so frequently as I have today. But it's something about Sunday the 13th. I don't know. Sunday, September 13th, 2020. Just everybody's got their blinders on or something. I don't know. So there you go. There's my vent. Hopefully for a good few weeks or months. So that should tide me over for a while. So I'll wrap it up. I'll let you go. And yeah, sorry for the earful. See ya.